If any of you seen my other video on how I lost 50 pounds, then you'll know that I talked a lot about diet and other things that relate to that. I'm gonna break down the exercises that really helped me, but also get the most out of my time and my body, and just in general make me feel the best. And just for context, I know I make a lot of content about cameras, but this also relates because you're always on your feet for camera work, whether it's events, portraits, or in general just doing any kind of project. You're usually on your feet for that, and you need to be in the best health. I also think that it's really good to make yourself look the best when you're out in the field with clients or just in general, so you feel better when you're taking photos and you can actually move around. Now, one of the biggest ones that I enjoyed was squats. Now, squats, many of you will know, is great for your butt and also your legs. Now, so this is a great one since it does a lot for you in the time span that you're using it. So when you're going down, you're obviously, again, using your butt, you're using your legs, but also you're keeping your posture upright. And especially if you're not using a Smith machine, which assists you and almost sometimes bends your back differently, in my opinion, then it's gonna allow you to do the best squat possible and will allow you to go much further down and get the best form. Squats, I feel like, work more of your body, meaning that they'll just do a lot more for you in a short amount of time. Now, similar to that is also deadlifts. Deadlifts are going to be great because it's using your butt, your legs, etc. But you're getting a slightly different pump from it, and you're also getting a little bit more out of certain areas than others when you're doing squats or any other exercise. So deadlifts are great because you can usually lift a lot with them, and they're going to be great, and they really did help me kind of get my confidence and strength, but also in general build strength, because it's not as risky as squats, where again, if you're stuck in squats or you lose your balance something, then you're going to drop it. You can literally just drop the weights in deadlifts and you're fine. You don't have to really worry. So another one that I do every day now, because I used to not do it at all, I used to actually hate it, is running on the treadmill. And although I've heard that running outside is better, I personally like just being inside or running in the same spot. So obviously I might be more lazy in this sense, but I like being able to go down and get my stuff after rather than having to run all the way back from wherever I am. And generally where I am, sometimes in Canada, it's cold. I don't like having to worry about that. So treadmill is great. It allows you to build up a sweat, and especially if you do it in the beginning, you'll be able to trigger an afterburn effect, which means your heart rate's already up, which then allows you to burn more and also feel better during your workout. And if I'm wrong, I'll put this on the screen, but that's some of the info I learned while I was going through this whole journey, and while I still researched a lot of this stuff as well. But clearly the stuff I have done has worked, so that's why I'm bringing it to you in this video. Now, since we're on the topic of lifting stuff, let's talk about curls. Now, curls are going to be fantastic for your arms because biceps are there and everyone loves getting really nice biceps, really nice arms. However, I'm going to modify this slightly, is do hammer curls. Now, hammer curls are basically similar to curls, instead you hold it slightly differently. So again, if you're holding it like this, like you're curling like that, you're actually turning it like that, and you're holding it so it goes like that. And I know that probably looks really bad on camera, but whatever, I'm gonna keep that in the video anyway. But again, you're just turning it from like that, where you're going upwards and your palm is to the roof. You're gonna turn it so your palm is almost facing to the side. Put it over here so you can see exactly what I mean. But hammer curls are gonna just do a lot better for your arm. It's a little bit better for your form too. Similarly, I also did a lot of triceps because again, you want to build your arm, and your arm is 2/3 your tricep. So your tricep is crucial. So if you do things like skull crushers, you do things like that, that's something that I used and really helped me, and especially get like a nice arm look, I guess. I don't know how to call it, but I'm pretty proud of my arms, to be honest, because they feel muscular. In my opinion, they look pretty muscular compared to what I used to have. And again, these are some things I did, so they may not work for all of you, but again, these are just things I did that really helped me. Now, legs, I did some things like hamstring curls. So the machine, there's also one that you can do with like your body weight, which honestly kills your legs. It's basically someone holds you down, or you put it against something that's not going to really move, and then you use your own body weight and fold forward and then go down as much as you can and then go all the way up. It literally kills your legs. Yeah, that was a really good one. My friend and I did that a lot, and it was pretty satisfying when you can actually do the full range of motion as opposed to like halfway or something, because again, you're also balancing as well. So along with that, I do adductions and abductions. So that means squeezing in with your legs and squeezing out. These are just great in general for shaping your legs, but in general, I also feel like they just made me feel really good. So that's something I'd add on. Again, I don't necessarily know if it did much for me, but I did that a lot, so it must have. I did that, so it must have, because I could do pretty much the entire like weight set in that, which was I think about 190 pounds. Not trying to flex, by the way, I'm just saying for a fact, like that's how much I was realistically able to do. I can still do it now. And then finally, let's talk about the actual chest itself. So bench press was really great. I do it more so here and there with like the incline one where I can actually lift it and pump it back down. I would definitely use a lot more of the machines that are much safer. So, you know, the ones that push out and push up, etc. Like this are the ones that allow you to do that without any real risk to you. Now I know I still have to talk about the actual abs and then the back. So let's get right into that. So for abs, I would still do sit-ups and some planks, etc. Those things really help. But another one that I still do to this day is the captain's chair. This captain's chair just suspends you in midair when you're sitting up there, and then you just pivot your legs up and down. So again, like if they'll go like that, this is my legs, and then that. I'll put it on screen. This kind of looks weird me doing it, but it'll be on screen over here. So the captain's chair was another really good one that I really enjoyed doing. I still do it. It again kills your abs as well. Lastly, the back, I would do pull downs and then also rows. So like when you're pulling to yourself, that would be really helpful, and it really helps your back. Most of these other machines are similar, so I'm just gonna say those are the two that I really do. So those are some of the exercises I did to lose my weight and also just get really pumped up and also in general become more muscular than I was. So I hope they gave you some insight. I know it might have been a little bit everywhere, but also in general, I'm going off the top of my head. If you want to see the full story and how I ate to lose my weight, then look at this video over here. It'll really help you. Yep, right here. This will help you.